Hey everybody, Mike Rhyner of Your Dark Companion here to talk to you about Al Maximo. Football, soccer, F1, they are our Spanish language show. It features Victor Villalba, the Spanish voice of the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Mavericks, and Carlos Nava, ESPN Deportes reporter of NFL, MLB, NBA, boxing, and soccer. They give the majority's look at sports and all that implies. They are Al Maximo. Check them out at patreon.com/Sunset Lounge DFW.
Nobody would have thought that I would be the one. Rhyner, sports talk. Baseball, 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 baseball.
Oh, with the big mic. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
We got a lightning strike, boys. What happened over there, Grego? We had a little lightning strike right outside the window.
All right. Here's a tip for all these Americano League teams.
Wait, you said tip?
Yeah, tip.
Okay.
With a P.
Keep jamming.
The ticket, colon, nothing but a big Gen X jerk-off session.
This is a cool night or what?
Although somebody would hear that and go, bullshit.
I'm back, bitches.
And hello to one and all. It is another episode of Your Dark Companion. We are glad to have you with us, no matter when or how you are consuming this podcast transmission. We're just glad you're out there on the other side. And we are glad to be here today. It is the 17th of September. And yes, this is episode which?
I think it's 153, according to the thing you wrote.
Okay, there seems to be some dispute over how many episodes we've done. I think it's 153 also.
Okay, I think it's right. Yeah, because Owen looks like he was 152.
Okay, this is number 153.
By the powers of math,
that's right.
We can deduce.
That's right.
153.
The only thing we can't do is math itself.
No, because we were told there would be no math.
That's right. That's why we're here.
I screwed something up, so no, you don't screw things up. But we do have some breaking news, Shoopy.
We what?
We have some breaking news.
Oh, no. We do?
Cardi B is pregnant.
Ooh, here's a fun thing.
With Stefan Diggs' baby.
How many kids do you think she has, Mike?
Like 1 million. Oh.
I'll say 4.
That was a great guess. The answer is 3. This will be her 4th. We did a poll in the newsroom about this earlier today because when this information came out, I was like, I thought she only had 1 child, and that was really wrong.
So when something like this breaks in the newsroom, do things just kind of stop down? And there's a bit of banter among everybody about it?
Yes, there's titters about like what's happening. I think that's a good way to put it. I wish newsrooms looked like they do in the movies, which is like the phone's ringing all the time and someone spilling coffee and like a man in a bowler hat yelling. There's not a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like earbuds in talking on your cell phone, which is less dramatic. But yeah, if something, comes across quickly and we need to react, there's often some side talk about it that's enjoyable. And today Cardi B really got us talking.
No joke. For some reason, when you started saying Cardi B, I automatically went to Megan Thee Stallion and
Klay Thompson, right?
Clay.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I was like, oh yeah, she's dating Klay Thompson. Yeah. But I thought Cardi was married.
Wait a minute.
Not Stefan Diggs.
Klay Thompson is dating Megan
Thee Stallion.
The Stallion.
Yeah.
The Stallion. Yeah.
That's how I would have said it too.
Yeah. THEE is the.
Yeah, it's the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Cardi B got divorced from Offset about a year ago.
And she's already pregnant. Whatever.
Yeah. Hey,
not our business.
These things happen.
Did she pick up with input? If she ditched Offset, she's got to go to input, right?
That's pretty good. Would you like to know Cardi B's 3 current kids' names?
Oh, I do.
Daughter Culture Kiari.
With a C or with a K?
Do what?
With a C or with a K?
K. Both with Ks. So got to be careful with the last name. Son Waveset, born in 2021, and daughter Blossom Bell, born in 2024. That's at the least the one that she had with Offset and possibly the others. But there's no way to know.
Now, how many baby daddies we got here?
Just Offset.
At least
really?
one right now, yeah. So, they were all with Offset? I think so. I'll trust you.
To Cardi B's credit, though, let me say that 4 children is a lot of children for a busy working mom, of which she is. Like, I think she's still got tour dates and stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And hard.
She has enough money for nannies. And
She probably got more help than I do, for instance, with my 2 children.
You may be wondering who this person is over here.
Yeah, we didn't even get to her.
Sorry.
No, we didn't.
But we had breaking Cardi B news.
We did.
Well, when there's breaking Cardi B news, what are you going to do? You're going to stop down, right?
Yeah.
Of course you are. Well, this is the great Sarah Blaskovich.
Yay.
Hey,
She
everybody.
does food for the Dallas Morning News. She has been on with us numerous times in the past. And we love having her on for a number of reasons. Number one, she's cool. She's fun. Number two, she is all over the food beat. That is something that everybody is into. And number three, when she comes in here, she always brings a ton of stuff that she wants to get into, thereby relieving me of having to do anything.
No prep today.
Is that why you keep asking me back, Mike?
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons.
Yeah. Got to give him a break every now and then
That's good.
from having to do a real show.
Actually, the main reason that we keep having you back is because, number one, you're good. Number two, you're fun. Number three, you cover something that everybody wants to know about and everybody likes talking about.
Yeah.
Because this is a city, this is a town, this is a metropolitan area, however you care to put it, where food is big. We like to go out. Yeah, this is food.
I can't wait for the rest of the gifts. This is good, groups.
We like to go hang out and consume food units in places other than our humble little abode from time to time. In fact, some of us like to do it a damn lot. And if that's the case, you need to go where to go. What's hot, what's happening, what's hip, what's good, what's not so good. This is
What's shitty?
Where Sarah Blaskovich comes in.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, Mike.
Another reason I like her is because she always brings a ton of stuff that she wants to get into. And I believe I mentioned that earlier, so let's get right into it here. One thing that's on the mind of everybody is the great State Fair of Texas.
You're so good at that. Really. I mean, if you said I'm Big Tex, I would be like, uh-huh.
Well, I'm not Big Tex.
Wasn't there briefly a petition for you to be the voice of Big Tex?
No, I don't think there was.
I would have signed it.
I think you started it.
You think I started
No.
it? No, I didn't.
I'm kidding.
Well, next Friday, the fair starts. Is that next Friday as in this Friday?
It's next Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, the 26th of September runs for 24 days into mid-October.
Okay, now, one thing about the fair is that there is a food and beverage contest going on damn near throughout, it seems like.
Yeah, it's big. It is big. It's called the Big Tex Choice Awards, and concessionaires spend months, if not years, deciding what they're going to submit. And it's such a fun little corner of the state fair because you can only enter this award show if you are already a concessionaire for at least 1 year at the state fair. So while the state fair has all kinds of other things, you and I can make jellies and jams and pickles and pies and put those into the state fair. And that's a different thing. The Big Tex Choice Awards are only for professional concessionaires who know what they're doing. And they tend to turn out really weird, often fried food. And so this year, all summer, I reported on how this contest was going. And usually there's 10 finalists, food and drinks. This year there were 15 because they added a whole new category for drinks. And that just opens the world into more weird, creative opportunities for concessionaires who have otherwise sort of fried everything, it seems like.
Yeah.
And I should say it's not required to fry stuff for the Big Tech's Choice Awards. And these days, I don't know, half or maybe a little more are actually fried dishes. So you don't have to be fried, but it was the fried butter and fried Coke and fried beer that made this contest famous 15 and 20 years ago.
All right, now you've rummaged through most, if not all, of this stuff.
Yeah, I have eaten all 15 finalists for 2025 2 times, and a few I've had a third time. And the fair has not started yet, but this is this is just part of the job, and not a complaint at all. I love it. The weirder, the better.
I know you do. I know you
for me.
It.
And I'm not somebody who counts calories in that way, or who frets about allergens. I just eat. So yes, I have eaten most of these items, and have a good feeling about which ones are going to be great. And then the State Fair has already, of those 15 finalists, declared 4 winners. So those will be the heavy hitters. Those are the items that people stand in line for, that they sort of like carry a badge of honor that they've tried all the winners.
Are these 4 that you would have picked?
No. I think that several of them are good and all of them are headline worthy. But only a few of them do I love. You want me to tell you which ones?
I do. I do.
So the best taste savory. So let's break it down. There are 4 awards. 3 are best taste. Best taste savory, best taste sweet, and best taste sipper, which is drink.
Okay.
They called it sipper instead of drink because there was an S for savory and an S for sweet. And I think they were like, aha, an S for sipper. 2025 is the first year that they had a drinks category. So they already had a mechanism, and then they were just following, sort of a rubric here. And then the 4th winner is most creative. And that is a fun one because it's a total crapshoot. It could be something that's incredibly delicious and worthy of winning. It could be something that's so gosh darn weird that people might just eat it, whether it tastes good or not. It depends. Now, the most creative winner this year is my favorite of all 15 finalists. So I loved the most creative this year. And I'm going to flip to the page where the name is because the name is so long that it's hard to say out loud. Wagu bacon cheeseburger deviled egg sliders. Wagu bacon cheeseburger deviled egg sliders. It gets stuck in your mouth a little bit. Yeah. So that one was
He's already
creative.
out.
And it's...
He heard egg.
It's so good. I love this dish. And so anybody listening, if you have to eat one, make it...
This is the one. Huh?
Make it a cheeseburger, a tiny cheeseburger, where the buns are fried deviled eggs on the top and on the bottom. And that's wacky, and it could taste really bad.
That is wacky.
But it doesn't. The amazing thing, so this was created by a first-time concessionaire. A second-time concessionaire. You have to be in 1 year. So she's only done this for 1 season so far. And in the off season, she is a chef and caterer. That's a good sign because it means that she knows food and flavors, textures. And so each deviled egg is, has that like mustardy egg yolk filling, and I like that. I think it adds some acid and some balance to an otherwise very rich cheeseburger.
Can you see his reaction?
Yeah, you don't like it. You don't like it.
He does not like eggs in any form.
I'm not a big egg guy.
So let me make it worse for you then.
Okay.
Yes, please keep going.
So they take...
He's liking this.
They take the deviled egg and they deep fry the whole thing. So like it's hidden inside of like a nugget. But in there is the egg you don't want. But the egg that I do want.
Can you eat around it until you get to the egg and then throw the egg away?
You could remove the eggs and give them to me, and then you could just eat the cheeseburger in the middle if you want.
Okay, all right, that's what we could do.
But it would still have been touched by the egg.
Hugged by the egg. It's in there.
It's contaminated.
I might have to pass on this.
You don't want it. Yeah, you don't want it. Well, one last thing about this.
Yeah, maybe you'll convince them.
Is that on Instagram, there have been some dishes where you put like deviled eggs on or around stuff. And so at least they're not unfried and slippery, because that's worse, I think.
Yeah, that would be worse.
I don't know.
No, yeah, he needs another one.
It's
Okay.
6 of one and half a dozen of the
Yeah.
other for me.
He needs another one. Okay, so I think I got a winner here for you, Mike.
Okay, all right.
I am trying to impress you with my State Fair knowledge. Okay.
I'm already impressed.
Well, now we're going to get into the 3 best tastes. The best taste savory is a crab and mozzarella arancini. Arancini is an Italian dish. It is rice and cheese in a ball and fried. So it's just an Italian appetizer. It's not, in the world of State Fair crazy, it's not really one of those.
Yeah.
So this one has some crab and some mozzarella in it. And then here, I've got a picture. They look like this. And then you dip them in like a house-made marinara sauce. Easy to eat on the go, which is important if you're at the State Fair. And this is the best tasting savory dish, a panel of judges said. And I agree. It's delicious. It's easy. And it's not crazy like so many others are.
Yeah.
Would you eat this?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I think I would. I don't see anything terribly off-putting about that.
No eggs in sight.
No.
Great. Okay. Now we're going to go to best taste sweet. It's called Chill and Thrill Delight, which tells you nothing. So stick with me. It is a cup of fruit, like cantaloupe and watermelon and maybe some grapes and some other stuff.
All right, now we're talking.
Yeah, this is, and that's not weird yet. And then on top is mango sorbet. Now the mango sorbet is made in a ice cream maker that shaves the sorbet as it comes out into little shears, like little long toothpick like pieces of ice cream that fall on top. I said like a cold hairdo. Like this.
Okay. All right.
And so mango flavors, fruit underneath. It's hot outside. You know, you're eating through, you stick your spoon down through the sorbet and get a piece of fruit, and that's what you're eating. I don't think it's good for you, but it kind of pretends like it is.
Well, I mean, at the fair, is that really important whether or not something's good for you or not?
Calories don't exist.
You're going to walk the whole time.
Yeah.
You are going to walk the whole time.
You can walk
it's a
it off.
20,000 step day. Right. So would you eat that, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. Got one? We got one. Okay. And then the last one would be best taste sipper. And this one I did talk about on your podcast last time because the name is so silly. The Cookie Chaos Milkshake.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, 100 gold stars for a name. That's a good name for a crazy drink. And it is a cookie butter milkshake with, in the drink is crumbs from Snickerdoodles, Golden Oreos, and Classic Oreos. It's topped with whipped cream and more cookie butter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
would you
in.
eat that?
Oh, yeah. I'm in.
It comes with a straw. You do want to wonder if it's more of a spoon situation.
They don't
Given
provide
all
a
the
spoon?
crumbs.
Is it a straw with a spoon on the end?
Oh, such a good question.
Oh.
I don't think so. Where have those gone? I think they're only at McDonald's these days.
I don't know. I own some.
Yeah. That's like something you need to save for 2 truths and a lie, Becca.
Yeah.
That's good. So those are some of the winners, Mike. Now there are other ones that I think also sound crazy and good. Like here's one. A margarita made with 2 flavors of Red Bull with Pop Rocks in it.
Oh, God.
You know, I've never had a Red Bull, so I don't know.
Oh, ooh,
okay.
There's one opportunity.
Yeah.
This State Fair, if you want to have 2 kinds of flavored Red Bull
Yeah.
in a margarita, that would really take you
With
to the moon.
Pop Rocks.
With Pop Rocks. Yeah, there's also another good sounding drink is called Hot Honeycomb Lemonade Shake Up. And it is fresh squeezed lemonade with tahini on the rim, and they stick some honey and sliced jalapenos in the drink.
What is tahini?
It is a spicy condiment. No, not a condiment. It's a spice. And like you would put salt on the rim of a margarita, you can put tahini, and it gives like a chili pepper powder spice.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, if you like spicy and sweet in a lemonade, I mean, it's really, it's delicious.
I'm not opposed to tricked up lemonade.
Love that.
Yeah.
You got to save that as a quote.
I was going to say that's a
He's not opposed to tricked up lemonade. Me either.
odd declaration.
I feel like most of the drinks, Mike, I read through them and I was like, you could put vodka in that, or you could put tequila in that. You know, I'm like, nobody asked me, but you could. And some of them, they do offer that as a addition. The only thing to remember at the state fair, if you care, is that it's wine-based liquor.
Yeah.
So like, it's not real tequila, but it tastes like tequila, and it's based on wine because of something about their liquor permit, I think.
Yeah.
Most people won't notice or care. It's just worth pointing out. There's also brisket and brew stuffed pretzels. So these are pretzels stuffed with brisket and beer cheese. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah, you try that?
I'd try that. Yeah.
Okay. And then I think there's one I think you'll really hate. And I'm going to tell you about it.
I'm guessing.
It's called Candy Lemon Sour Face.
All right. So far, I'm on board.
Yeah.
And it is slices of frozen lemon. So the fruit, frozen
Okay.
lemon.
All right.
Tossed in candy apple dip.
Okay.
And coated with crushed Starburst and lemon heads.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'd do that.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
You like candy?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it'd be super duper sweet, and then like you have to make that like puckery lemon face.
Yeah.
Once you bite into the frozen lemon part.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
We need that on camera.
Yeah, right. And then I'll end with one that I hope we can both agree sounds delicious. It's called Texas Toast a la mode, but it's TEX''S, like a play on big Tex.
Yeah.
But it sounds like Texas. Texas Toast a la mode, and it's basically cinnamon toast crunch cereal and bluebell ice cream in with like a bread pudding like French toast.
That sounds too good to be true.
Is that your favorite, do you think?
I think so.
That cinnamon toast crunch
Yeah.
French toast kind
Although
of thing?
a lot of these others sound okay too.
Oh, look at that.
Just
That's
not the
good.
egg one.
That's good. Of course, I should say that like if you go to the state fair and you always love to have a Fletcher's corny dog or a funnel cake or nachos.
Right.
Or there's great priced wine right by, I think I've mentioned this last year, Big Texas Butt.
The Mitch.
So if you go back behind him and you look up and there's his butt, turn right around and there's a wine bar right in front of you. It's perfect.
That's your North Star.
It is a great place. Where people don't meet is Big Texas Butt.
Yeah.
And it's a great meetup spot because it's right in the middle of everything, but everybody's on the other side. So that's, yeah.
By the way, we had Mitch Gleaver on last week.
Yeah.
And we got to talk about Big Texas Butt.
Fantastic.
Because he's the one that outright demanded that Big Texas Butt should be bigger after it burned down. Yeah. So I brought you some news.
You did bring me some news. Because we did our incredible illustrator, Michael Hogue, at the Dallas Morning News. Mike, I know you know him.
Yes, he has sat in that chair.
He's the best. He did like a side-by-side of old text and new text when they built the new one. It was really incredible. And it showed you so many things, like how much bigger his hat was and his boots. And I did not know the butt part.
Yeah. Like his coworkers call Big Texas Butt the Mitch. That's his legacy now.
I'm going to keep that forever. Thank you for that gift.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I every year I go to the fair with certainly my kids, but also there's a group of moms, and we go and we don't take our kids. We just go and we drink and we eat good food. And my wonderful friends mostly let me like show them around to the weird stands with the weird food. I'm gonna save Big Texas Butt for that. That's good.
Hell yeah.
All right. Would you like to hear a Sarah Blaskovich brag?
Oh.
I don't even know if I know this.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're big time in a major way here. But she says, and this is a quote: "I can name 3-4 new high-end restaurants everybody's talking about in Dallas right now."
Oh, sure. That's also my job. Yeah, yeah, I can.
Just typical Sarah showing off.
Yeah, just big time in us.
Yeah. Look at me.
I mean, I thought she liked us, and yet she comes in here and big times us.
Look at me. I can name 3 to 4 high-end restaurants.
I don't want to say it, but I could probably do more. No, I'm kidding.
We won't stop you.
That's yes, sure. First, food is too expensive right now, and so for those listening, special occasion spots abound in Dallas, and like these places are super awesome, but they're also not everyday spots for a lot of us.
Right.
So I know that. And when I talk to a fair amount of women's groups, which is a really fun thing to do because they all love to know where to eat dinner next. And if we hit the upscale places, they're often like, I love that, but like, we're not going to eat at those places regularly. And it's like, yeah, I know. That's not the suggestion. So same thing here. It has been a pretty hot season for new restaurants that are special occasion spots. Opening just last week, and I reported about it today, is a new upscale Greek restaurant called Avra. It comes from New York City, but they also have them in, Beverly Hills and Miami. And Avra is fancy seafood.
How do you spell that?
Avra.
Okay.
It means sea breeze in Greek, I was told by the GM the other day. This restaurant is in the Crescent in Uptown Dallas, and they specialize in whole fish, which is going to be pricey, like, $100 or $200, but you share a whole fish with the table.
Yeah.
And some of them, they bring it like head on after it's been grilled. And their list of fish included like half of them I'd never heard of. I mean, like fish from parts of the Mediterranean that are just not popular in Dallas. In addition to those ones I hadn't heard of and cannot pronounce for you here, there's also like bronzino and turbo and snapper and other things that we have heard of. But the reason why Avra will be expensive... Avra will be expensive. That's not what I was trying to say. The reason why Avra will be popular, I think, is because it's healthy food in a beautiful place.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And a lot of the times when we really go out to eat, we go for the pasta and the steak. And of course, we're going to have the mashed potatoes on the side. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And Avra is one of the rare places, where butter is not in everything. And I don't think there's mac and cheese anywhere to be found. And I love that idea. And I think that will help make it popular. But it is 14,000 square feet. If anybody thinks of the number of square footage their home is, for instance, I'm thinking of mine.
About 12,000.
Yeah, 14,000 is a lot more. It's a huge restaurant. It can seat 350 people.
And this is where?
It's in the Crescent in Uptown Dallas.
Okay.
Is it the one?
Yep.
It's on the corner now of Pearl and Cedar Springs?
It is.
Nice.
Yeah, you can see 2 of the 4 or 5 dining rooms from the side of Cedar Springs because they're glassed in, and they were calling that for a while the conservatory. It's like this beautiful place where beautiful people go and drink white wine and eat fish. So Avra is certainly on the list.
Can you get a whole great white shark?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Sorry. I know. This is more of like a Greek salad and octopus place, not a shark. Yes.
So I guess lake trout's out of the question then.
Yeah, where are they on crappie?
Or the three-eyed fish from The Simpsons.
Yeah, right. Yeah, none of that there. But their grand opening is this Friday, but they've quietly been open for a little bit, and Dallasites are already starting to talk about.
Is that the proverbial soft opening we hear so
That's
much
correct.
about?
Yes. So journalists hate a soft opening. If you're open, you're open, and if you're not, you're not. But restaurants don't agree. So most restaurants
You get
open.
invited to the soft openings, don't you?
Yeah, most of the time. Yes. And I did go in Avra before it grand opens on Friday. But yeah, if a restaurant is taking people's money and serving them food, it's open. And so it's fair game to write
Sounds
about.
open to me.
Yeah, right? You want to hear about others?
Yes.
Momini is a French restaurant also in Uptown, and it has a French chef. I believe he was born and raised in Paris, and it is beautiful and fancy, but they still want it to feel comfortable. So they say, you can go to celebrate something there or not. But I love a French chef making French food in Dallas. That's rare and cool. I can only think of a couple other French people who make, traditional French food here. And he is young and smart. So he worked for Joël Robuchon in Las Vegas, which is a very well-known French restaurant. There are locations all around the world, including in Las Vegas. He worked there for 14 years and was hired away to move to Dallas. So I expect that he will be, talked about as a very well-known and well-liked chef.
All right, I'm about to really show my ignorance here.
That's okay.
What You mentioned French food.
Yeah.
What are the trademarks of French food?
Great question. So,
See there?
See? Yeah.
it's a
Told
great
you.
question. He's the guy
You're
who asked the
crushing it,
questions. Yes. Many chefs are trained in with French techniques, even if they don't make French food. So France is a place where a lot of the ideas of how a kitchen is run and even how knife cuts are made and stuff like that, that is all around the world, France is revered for coming up with a lot of those techniques. Now, you could take those techniques and make absolutely any kind of food. So French food specifically, a lot of things based it in butter, a lot of simple but beautiful techniques. So at this restaurant, as examples, they have a raw scallop dish as an appetizer with little mounds of caviar on top. So, and it's, I think, $48. So expensive, beautiful. And if you shared with other people, everybody gets like one lovely bite. The chef pours tableside a hazelnut milk that has, that is colored green from dill. So, you know,
Hey, dill.
that's a lot of fancy stuff.
Boy, that is.
But other things, veal cordon bleu is one of his dishes. There is a whole duck dish. There are also, I believe, 4 pastas on Momini's menu because the French-born chef has Italian grandparents. And so he grew up eating Italian food every Sunday at Grandma and Grandpa's house. And so there's also 4 dishes that are house-made pastas.
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs, I think it's SpaghettiO adjacent.
Okay.
I would say.
Nice.
Yeah. Red sauce and pasta, but maybe a little different.
SpaghettiOs fusion.
Yeah, right. And one other thing about Momini is it is named after the owner's grandma, who is from France or lived in France, I think. And Momini is what they call her. That is like her grandma name.
Momini?
I like that.
So that's sort of sweet. It was named
Yeah.
after
That's cool.
after
That's
grandma.
good.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There are, I just wrote this week about a restaurant that I really want to know if you like the idea of this or hate the idea of this, Mike. It is called Punk Noir. If you want, they will pick you up from wherever you are in a black car and drive you into the restaurant. Like the car goes in the restaurant. It's not open yet. It opens, maybe early next year. Punk Noir in the Dallas Design District. Everybody gets 20 courses. 20.
Jeez.
They haven't yet said how much it costs, which is the first, second, and third question I asked. Because how much
you got
do
no
20?
answers?
No, they don't. They haven't said yet. They said it hasn't been set, and certainly it depends on the ingredients. But it has to be hundreds of dollars for 20 courses because this is what you're doing that evening, especially if they're picking you up. But the name Punk Noir, they want to quote disrupt fine dining. And there's graffiti all over the walls. And the restaurant only seats 26 people at a time, yet the place is about 10,000 square feet. And you move from room to room every couple of courses. And what's in every room? I don't know. A car. There's somebody's car is parked over there. Such a good point. Yeah, like, drinks are in the last room, different from the first room. So, Mike, would you go and eat 20 courses?
I might be able to make it through 4. So if eating 20 is part of the bargain here, that opportunity would probably be better spent on somebody else.
Yeah. And is bargain the word? Probably not.
Yeah, it's probably not.
We'll wait to see
that's
how
probably
much.
A very poor choice of words on my part.
It's a funny word. Yes. But we have seen more than ever tasting menus open. And this is not the kind of food I eat often and most people don't. But the tasting menu, is a menu that you don't pick. So they go, hello, I'm so glad you're here. Here's what you will be eating tonight. And it might be 5 courses or 7 courses or 12 or 20. The number could change. But since Michelin came to town last year, and we've talked about that on this podcast.
Yes, we have.
Since fancy food is now, fancy food critics are now here, we are seeing more chefs elevate their game. And one of the ways they can do that is fixed menus that cost a lot. Now we're all wondering who's going to pay for that. It's fun to eat 20 courses in a graffitied room once or twice. are there enough people in Dallas who will pay that enough nights a week that 10,000 square foot restaurant will be open for 20 years? You know, I don't know, but I'm worried about that part of it because all of us are scaling back on our in-restaurant dining. It's, you know, the families that were eating 3 times a week are eating 1 or 2 times a week because dinner costs more for my family of 4 than it ever used to.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are really proud to cook now. You know, cooking is fun, and it's fun to show off on Instagram. And that also is not something that used to be true. So while we see all these fancy restaurants come to town, and while I will certainly write about them and visit them and have fun with them, it means something about food in Dallas that I'm concerned about.
Yeah. What exactly?
We also need to eat hamburgers for $11, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes for me, Taco Bell.
Well, I'm down with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's my favorite fast food place.
Yeah. Nice Jack in the Box taco.
I bought my 9-year-old those mini Jack in the Box tacos yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, she loved them.
He always gets the real deal.
That's right.
The regular size.
They've been a staple of fine dining for me for 70 years.
That's
just
right.
about.
I have a tiny bit of scoop on the Jack in the Boxes in East Dallas because we have 2 here in the neighborhood, right? So there's one at Mockingbird and Abrams, and there's one down on, is it Gaston or La Vista? You know, down by the Whole Foods in Lakewood. All right. So the one down in Lakewood is closed right now. And I you know, people were like, oh my God, it's gone. Cause they took it down and they're rebuilding it and it will become a new, better Jack in the Box. Oh. So everybody who needs a Jack, there's one at Mockingbird and Abrams right now. And that other one will reopen. When it reopens, they will move to Mockingbird and Abrams and do the same thing. So we will lose our Mockingbird and Abrams Jack in the Box for, I mean, they're hoping to do it as fast as possible, right? Like probably a couple of months.
Yeah.
And then it will be new and better. The guy who owns those owns dozens of Jack in the Boxes and other fast food brands. And he's like, they needed a refresh. But those are, I mean, as far as fast food goes, those 2 Jack in the Boxes have been in Lakewood for a long time. And like love or hate, they're like staples as much as a regular restaurant would be.
All right. This is the great Sarah Blaskovich of the Dallas Morning News. She does food over there for the morning news. And we will have more with her momentarily. But first, I can't wait to hear what else you have to say. But let us stop down for the dreaded and feared mid-show read. Yes. Here we go again. Let me ask you one more time. Seems like I've done this a lot. But let me ask you again. Are you in pain? Are you uptight all the time? Can you sleep the way you should? If the answer to those questions are not what you would like for them to be, then let me tell you how to free yourself of pain, anxiety, and sleepless nights, and do it naturally. Now, you've heard us talk about this for a long time, the CBD House of Healing. Now, I talk about it because, number one, I like it. Number 2, they have helped me out because not too long ago, I had a pretty painful situation myself, and I used some stuff on it that I got from them, and it took care of it. It went away. Why? Because they do it all naturally there. They only carry products from their lab. It's all made to meet the highest quality and purity standards. Their owner, who is also an RN, is not going to get you in there and say, what'll it be, Jack? And then, throw a couple of gummies at you and send you on your way. No. She will sit there, listen to what you have to say. And if you can make some sense out of what you're telling her, she can make some sense out of it and get you what you need. And let me tell you, you'll be very, very glad you went to the CBD House of Healing because they treat you right. They know what they're doing there. Find your relief from the aches and pains of this world, the emotional stress and drain, and sleep again. Shop online at cbddallas.com or go over there and grab a slushie and see it all for yourself. They're at 8550 Plano Road, Suite 101 in Dallas. That is at the intersection of Northwest Highway and Plano Road, the northeast corner of that burgeoning intersection. So check it out for yourself. Find your healing at the House of Healing. And effective now, all vape products will be sold online only. Go to @cbddallas.com for more on that. Anything else here?
I nailed it.
You think?
Yeah, that was great.
Can I ask a question?
I feel better about it now. Yes, you can.
What's the slushy at the CBD house?
Oh, they're fun.
Yeah.
Their own house-made slushies. They mix fruits and everything in like a margarita machine, and you can get it just like that, or you can add the CBD elixir, like as many drops as you
Okay. I know that was an ad. I just was like, a slushy? I was thinking,
Very good.
I was thinking the whole thing was gummies. That's not right.
They got that too. But yeah.
Well, they do the gummy thing too, but the slushies, be careful with it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Know what you're getting into.
Get the 4 pumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One or two pumps is fine.
If you're not the kind that indulges in that sort of thing frequently, then tread lightly.
Yeah, okay. Noted.
All right. Did we get through all the 3 or 4 new high-end restaurants?
Yeah.
Is there
I think
one more?
I think we did 3. That's good. There are plenty of others you can read about if you go to dallasnews.com/food.
Of course.
And yes, we are always watching at the Dallas Morning News for trends, new restaurants, closing restaurants, and that includes food of all levels. So I love a cheap cheeseburger just as much as I love a fixed menu restaurant. So you can find it all there.
All right. Let's talk about White Castle.
Yes, please. Speaking of burgers.
Yeah.
All right. I'm probably wrong about this, but I want to say, and somebody out there may know the answer to this, and like I say, I could be way off base here. I could be thinking about something else entirely, but it seems like many, many years ago, for the briefest period of time, there are a lot of White Castle-ish like burger joints that seem to be dipping their toes in the waters here. And most of them didn't last. And I want to say White Castle was one of those, but I may be wrong.
Yes, it's such a good point. So, Mike, White Castle has actually ever not been in Texas in its 104 years. However, everybody thinks what you said. Everybody's like, no, but over on whatever road, over on Lemon in the 60s, or over on this other road, there was a fast food burger that seemed to do what White Castle does. And what happened was everyone is thinking of Crystal Burger, Crystal with a K.
Yeah.
Yes. And so the reason why they're so confusing is because they both serve a square, small burger, often with onions. And so White Castle, since it was started in 104 years ago, would like to think they did it first before Crystal Burger did. But Crystal Burger has also been around many, many, many decades. They did come in and out of DFW, and I think the closest Crystal Burger right now is in Tyler, Texas, east of us. There has never been a White Castle.
Around?
Yeah, but I want to say the one in Tyler is new. So they might have like come back in to the market. And, you know, that's something that we see in DFW. Chain restaurants dip their toe in here, and some work and some don't, but DFW is a great breeding ground for chain restaurants. And in fact, many were founded here. And so Crystal has done that on more than one occasion and then exited the market as well. Now, White Castle, it was better known in the Midwest and in the Northeast. It is also known for anybody who has seen the movie. Groups, you know the name?
Harold and Kumar?
Yes, Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Yep.
I think a lot of people who'd never heard of White Castle, and if you don't live in, it's based in Ohio right now, so like around that area, or I think they have them all in the Northeast. So if you're in Texas or California and you'd never heard of White Castle, well, now you have, because they made a whole movie out of it. And the premise of the movie is a comedy about two stoners who try to get to White Castle, and it takes the whole movie to get there. And
they run into Neil Patrick Harris. He's high on drugs. It's great.
It's a crazy movie, and it's and the overarching picture of White Castle is not wrong. That some people who have been drinking or drugging are going there, possibly in the middle of the night. Still true. Although it's also just a place. It's a cheap fast food slider.
It's also a book. It's in a book.
It's in what book?
Steve Russian, he also writes sports
Yeah.
books.
Oh, okay.
Nights in White Castle.
Oh, funny.
That's awesome.
I love that name. Oh, that's great. Do you know what would make a great news story is like pop
I'll
culture
never
White
listen to
Castle
that song
references.
the same way now.
That's good. No, right. You're going to have to sing it that other way now.
Yes.
That's good. So White Castle is coming to DFW for the first time in its 104 years, despite a lot of emails from Dallas Morning News readers who said, "Hey, you're wrong." And I was like, "Well, we're not wrong, but I get where the confusion is with the square burger and the fast food place." So the first one is expected to open next year in Grandscape, which is right in front of Nebraska Furniture Mart in the Colony near 121 in the Tollway. That is an interesting complex for a lot of reasons, one of which is that billionaire Warren Buffett backed part of it. The development itself was valued or cost $1.5 billion to put together. And up there, we're sitting in East Dallas right now. Up there is such an opportunity to reach people in Collin County, Denton County, and the northern parts of Dallas County who don't want to come all the way down to Dallas. And that's where the first Portillo's opened, the famous Chicago Italian beef and hot dog place. And now Portillo's has proliferated around DFW. And in fact, Portillo's CEO came out to say that they expanded too fast in Texas and probably spent too much on the opening in the Colony specifically. He said that in an earnings call, which is really interesting. Like, are Texans really into something like Portillo's? I don't think it went as well as they expected in Texas particularly. But so we'll ask those same questions of White Castle when it comes here. But the first one will open in Grandscape. And what happened was White Castle invited me and others to a grand Texas-sized announcement tomorrow or whenever it was, And so I was like, "Hey, guys, does this mean we're getting White Castle?" And so the first story I wrote was, "Is DFW getting a White Castle?" And the details of the story were about this event that didn't exactly explain it, but also thought maybe so. And so I didn't promise anybody a White Castle, but I had pretty good conjecture that we wouldn't have a party in an empty field for White Castle if it weren't coming perhaps to the empty field in the Colony. And then we followed it up with details from the company, and they won't talk about the Texas expansion yet, but we have to wonder whether this historic, long time fast food place that's finally come to Texas will then proliferate as fast food restaurants often do.
Okay, is White Castle any good?
Great question.
Because Crystal was not.
Yeah, it is considered kind of to be like a cheap burger.
Yeah.
Usually just like one thin beef patty in a little slider. The mushrooms, I'm sorry, the onions were off-putting to me when I ate it in college. I went to college in the Midwest, and so I didn't understand that. Today, I might like the onions. They cook them underneath the patty so that they're kind of like steamed on the flat top. And today, me thinks that sounds good for a cheap fast food burger. In college, I was like, why are we putting so many onions on this? So I think they're medium good, Mike. I think it's not a burger that will knock your socks off. But I think if you're nostalgic for White Castle or if, you like a quick fast food burger, you go in and order like 4 of them or 6 of them.
Yeah.
Like you don't
like
get
Harold
one.
and Kumar.
Yeah. Did they get 40?
I think it was something like 40.
Your facts for this movie are really wonderful.
Thank you.
He's got numerous other party tricks like that up his sleeve.
Yeah, are you
All
good at
useless.
trivia?
Probably.
Yeah, I
don't know.
think
I don't
probably.
really do it much.
Yeah, I think probably.
Stuff I know is just too stupid,
Yeah.
too random.
Same.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's my trouble. It's like, I can tell you where to eat a really good cheeseburger in town,
Right.
but I can't tell you like what the album cover was for that one band in 1979.
Whereas I can tell you what the album cover was for that band in 1979, but if you want cheeseburger options from me, you're going to get about 2.
Yeah, sure. Well, let's stick together then, Mike.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of offset each other, don't we?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I like it.
It's like a buddy cop show or something.
It is like a buddy cop show. So it's like White Castle. It's a New York thing, isn't it?
They have them up there. Yes, it started in Kansas, but the HQ is not there anymore. The headquarters are in Ohio. But yeah, so White Castle is one of those cult things that reminds me of Whataburger or Portillo's or something like it, where if somebody had White Castle in their hometown growing up or in college, they love it. Right? They're like, oh, I've spent time there. My soccer team went there and when I was in second grade after our games, or I ate there drunk in college. And so then they love that. So like, anybody listening who has grown up on White Castle, this is huge news. Everybody else, we're going to have to try it.
Yeah. An acquired taste.
Sure. Yeah.
Perhaps, as they say. All right. Well, check out White Cat. Where's it going to be? Is there any known locations yet?
Just the one in Grandscape in the Colony, and it's not opening until next year. So everybody has to hang on a little bit. They said summer. And, reporting on restaurants for a while, we learned that guesses on when restaurants will open 6 months or more ahead are usually wrong. So I hope it is summer, but that is, construction delays are real.
All right. Now, guess what else Sarah has done?
I don't know. What else does she have to brag about?
Oh, well,
Gosh, guys.
In 1 week, she went to RoughRiders. She went to Rangers. She went to Cubs and Notre Dame.
See, I thought that was going to be the brag they were teasing earlier.
Yeah. What did you enjoy at those places?
Oh my gosh. Well, finally I have something sportsy to talk about on this podcast because I feel like that's not my strong suit. And
it's not ours either.
That's not true.
It's what we fall back on when we've got nothing else.
Yeah. All right. But I like care a lot about eating at sports events, maybe more than I care about the sports event itself. And so I had some fun things at each of these. So at the RoughRiders, the thing you have to get are those spiced nuts. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
They smell so good, and we were near them enough that it was like my kids were like, "What is that smell?" They were like, "It smells like cinnamon bread pudding," or it smelled like dessert. But they take that whatever it's called cooker thing, and they put the hot nuts all the way around. Now we're talking about hot nuts, and then they like sprinkle them with, I don't know, sugar and cinnamon and some other delicious things. And
that sounds awesome.
Oh, it's a great smell at the ballpark.
Don't know how you can go to a RoughRiders game now and not eat that. That's
the smell I most associate with the RoughRiders.
Totally. Yes, I loved that. And I also, the RoughRiders, they have that lazy river, and we went on a night with my kids where it was like adults night, and there were like couples canoodling in the lazy river, and my kids were like, "I want to go," and there was a doorman, so we could not. He's like, "This is not for y'all," sadly. But RoughRiders, I loved that. And then at Cubs, there's a hot dog place that is closed in Chicago everywhere, but at Wrigley Field. It's called Hot Doug's, which I think is factually the best hot dog name for a restaurant there ever was. Hot Doug's, owned by a guy named Doug. And the story is like fancy hot dogs. So like we got a hot dog with blue cheese and I think caramelized onions on it. And they even have like different sausages, so it's not all the same like thing. This one's a Polish sausage, this one's something else. And I know what you all are thinking right now. Don't say it.
What happened?
So beyond drinking too many beers at the Cubs game, we enjoyed hot dogs quite a bit. And I just think it's neat that you can eat at a restaurant that doesn't exist in the city anymore. Like when Hot Dogs was around in Chicago, it was a big deal. And then apparently they're all gone as of 2014, so a long time ago, except for the one behind the bleachers at Wrigley, which is also such a fun place to go watch baseball. We just loved it there. And I was at Wrigley because we went to South Bend for the Notre Dame A&M game. My husband is an Aggie, and we take at least one road trip a year to see them play football. And his road game streak is not great. And so it's always fun, but like the Aggies don't win a lot based on the games we keep picking. And they won that Notre Dame game by 1 point, and it was so exciting and fabulous. And And I think South Bend is wonderful. My best friend went to Notre Dame. And so for 4 years in college, I would go to a football game with her. I went to school at Mizzou, and I would do push-ups. You know, they do the push-ups, you know, when they score, I almost said score a goal. You guys, I don't football. No, I know enough about football. But the Aggies around us even like helped one Notre Dame girl do her push-ups, which was just like really sweet because she'd never done it before. And she was on a first date at the Notre Dame game, which I loved so much. Allegedly, Notre Dame served alcohol at the stadium for the first time for this A&M game, and I single-handedly drank a lot of it. And I think we like almost bought them out of High Noons. The Aggies did. So we had a really good time there. And there I had a secret hot dog. So I was crazy hungry, and I didn't want anybody to ask me to bring back a lot of hot dogs because I was already in charge of as many High Noons as they would sell me. And so before I bought the alcohol, I went to the hot dog stand and bought a $6 hot dog and stood over at that like countertop for like 30 seconds and enjoyed my hot dog alone. And
I've done that. I've done that before.
Sometimes you just gotta have a hot dog at a football game, and I didn't tell anybody about it until the next day. My husband was like, "We didn't eat dinner," and I was like, "Oh no, I ate dinner." I just didn't tell you. Yeah, that's right. It was fantastic. And then also in that same week, it was a sports heavy week. We went to the Rangers game where there's a lot of good food, in my opinion. But I don't know what you're doing if you're not buying a boomstick at some point in your life. The 24-inch hot dog covered in chili cheese and God knows what else. It is just like a rite of passage to buy that.
One of those, Shoopy?
I can't say I have.
Oh, you gotta do it.
Did they have another boom something? No.
They have all the booms. Every year there's something 24 inches long. This year, I've slept since then. I think it's a 24-inch burrito.
That sounds right, yeah.
Yes. Covered in so much cheese and maybe sour cream and probably jalapenos. Now the boomstick hot dog is amazing because it's maybe somebody has eaten it, but it's to be shared. And so you just get it in its little suitcase and you cut it up, and then everybody gets like a loaded hot dog. And the burrito, while probably delicious, is covered in stuff. So I don't know how you share that. Do you fork and knife it the whole time?
Probably
You
have
must.
to, yeah.
You have to, right?
Yeah, I think.
To have a suitcase to have a plate.
That's fair, and they don't. I think it's one suitcase per boom something. Yeah. Yes, but the Rangers have had odd and interesting food for years and years, and ever since they got Hurtado Barbecue, my friend Evan Grant, Rangers insider for the Dallas Morning News, is famous for saying he believes that the very best food at the ballpark is anything from Hurtado Barbecue, and I think he's probably right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We know him well.
Evan is fantastic.
And he's a big food guy, too.
He is. We joke he likes dude food.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And so we talk about burgers and barbecue and, that kind of stuff. He's also a great cook, which I love.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he cooks at home a lot, and he makes really beautiful dishes. But I like to eat with Evan Grant as much as possible. He's awesome.
He is awesome. Well, Sarah Blaskovich, you have been a trip as always.
Thank you. Thank you. Time flies.
I was going to say, she's the best producer we've ever had.
You guys don't even have to pay me. You just have to say my name and where I work.
Like
she is Sarah Blaskovich. She is with the Dallas Morning News. She does food there. Check her out.
Thank you.
If you haven't already. Is that good?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here, and I would love to come back.
We'll probably have you back.
You know we want you back.
Good.
That's right. You are.
Yeah.
I
think you're at 6 shows now. Yeah.
I almost wore I don't have a varsity jacket because I'm not a varsity athlete, which shouldn't surprise anyone. But if I had one in high school, I would have worn it because I do feel as though I'm owed a jacket.
We are starting to consider the jacket.
Great, good. All I have to do is come back 25 times.
Well, you're well on your way. You're in a class by yourself.
Yeah. You'll be the first to find out whatever the hell it's going to be.
Maybe I can style it.
There you go.
You roam grounds that are constantly changing. There's constantly new stuff to talk about.
That's right.
Like you came in here with just a wealth of stuff.
Thank you.
Never short on content.
You're great at it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Dallas is a great city to eat food in, and I believe even though it's getting more expensive every second, it's also getting better in terms of the kind of food and the variety of food that we have. So, yeah, if I can answer anybody's questions, send me an email. I'm sblaskovich@dallasnews.com, and I really do look at my emails and answer those.
Oh.
So there you go.
Yep.
There you go. Or you can wait until her next appearance on Your Dark Companion.
Correct.
It rolls around, and there will be one.
Damn right.
Thank you, girl. Appreciate you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Shoopy. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Becca. Thank you for watching. Now we got another thing here for you, if I can find it. Here it comes in 3, 2, 1, where I'm going to tell you that if you dig what's coming down up in here, you can find all of our episodes on our Patreon page. You can also find us on YouTube and Spotify. What we'd like for you to do is listen and follow and share us on your, not ours, but your social media. That means everything to those of for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.
All right. I'm gonna go take my pants off.
Your Dark Companion is a Stolen Water Media presentation.